What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode in ye old path to power. We have eclipsed the 50 win mark, and it feels so good. We did that in yesterday's episode. I hope you guys did enjoy that. So we're rolling forward with our starting 11. This is my preferred lineup. Preferred enough that I am not making rotations at the moment. I'm sort of just applying the squad fitness cards. And I think this is the first knockout round, I think this is round of 16, and he's got Maradona as a false 9, which is cool. So I was super excited going into this game because it's not often you see a team or a formation like that. And so we're going to get things started straight away off of ye old kickoff. And it's just slowly waiting and working or looking for an opportunity. It's a great back heel. And Pele, no rush right there. And this is fortunate. But that's why sometimes, we talked about it yesterday, it's better to just hoof it up the park and hope that you can collect maybe a second ball there. But he decides to try to pass it out. And I think it's one of those things we just have programmed into our heads as FIFA players because of how easy passing generally is, that if you just sort of hit A or X, depending on what platform you're playing on, straight up the pitch, it's going to find a player for you more often than not. And because we're programmed like that, when it doesn't work out, and it works out more often than it does not, we're like, what the heck? Great play from Andre Lothar Matthäus. Love having Matthäus. I cannot tell you how much I like having him in the team. Huge difference maker. But the fact that we're programmed to think that it's okay to sort of just aimlessly hit A or X straight forward, in my most humble of opinions, that's a thunderbolt into the top corner from Rui Costa. The problem is that we're programmed that way is that to me, it indicates that the passing system in its current state is a bit flawed. Rui Costa with just another miraculous goal, bringing this guy back level 2-2. I don't know what's happening, nor why couldn't you hold that? Maybe it's time for De Gea. But the passing system in its current state is flawed because for me, it is flawed. I don't know if that's the case for everyone because FIFA's got to cater to all different levels of players. But for me, the fact that it's so simple and you're programmed to do something like that is just a problem because it's thoughtless passing, and that is not generally rewarded in actual football or in actual soccer. So that was actually the last round of the group stage. So we're moving on into the knockouts for the next match. We got our packs, we got our coins. We managed to sneak away with the win. That was a nice goal there at the end. I don't know if you caught that, but it was a nice bit of overlapping play on Reed dropping deep. But you can see he had 3 shots, 3 on target. I had 17. I couldn't finish. I could not finish. I think once I got up 2-0, I tried to score some nice goals for you guys and was unable to do so. And then he got back in the game and I was like, oh no, I need to figure this out real quick. And so we managed to score the 1 and then sort of hang on. 2 boards in this one. We get... Is it Kokorin? Shmola from Russia and Batshuayi, who is actually... That's great for us because, remember, we're edging ever closer to being able to complete the Belgium SPC, which would be super, super cool to be able to do so. So I am hopeful that we'll get there. Decided to go out and do a Europe upgrade in hopes that I might get a Belgian player that I could then put into the SPC because we're that close to getting Kevin De Bruyne for sure. Now, in the SBC, we go out and get another SBC player and Robert Lewandowski. Unfortunately, we're so set at striker with Henry. That said, that's a really nice card for Lewandowski, and if he goes out and gets an inform or an upgrade based on his performances, it's going to be a really useful card to have. And so I am excited about the possibility and the potential of having him in the squad. I wonder, actually, looking at those stats now, if he gets an upgrade to his passing, I wonder if I could play him in the midfield. That would be interesting. I feel like it's a little bit wasted because his finishing's so good, but maybe for a bit of fun, we could try him out there. Maybe I'll bring him on as a sub in that position and see what I think. The problem is bringing him on as a sub is he's got full stamina and he's just going to bomb around everywhere. And it might not be a good indication of how strong or what's the word I'm looking for? How acceptable? It's not acceptable. I don't know. How decent, I guess, he might be in that position. This guy, Cristiano Ronaldo, Pele, Maradona, Rui Costa, Blanc, Yashin, Kante, Kevin De Bruyne, Jordi Alba, Sergio Ramos. It didn't see the right back, but that is a stacked team in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation. I was a little bit worried. I was like, oh no, this could be a trouble game. He's got a lot of good players out there, but we're going to watch a lot of this one straight out to start because straight away off of kickoff, we are on the attack yet again. And you can see, look at how quickly he's just rushing at my players defensively, trying to throw in tackles. I tend to do super well against players like that because when they do that, they're holding the right trigger or the R2 down and rushing players out of position. And with quick passes, you're going to end up in lots of space. And if they guess wrong when they're going in for a tackle, like at the end there with Henry, you're going to end up with a wide open opportunity. We make it 1-0. Really easy. You can see he was actually an okay passer. A little bit rushed because like he's already decided where he's going to pass it pretty much before I even move. Right? So before he even gets any sort of indication of what I'm trying to do defensively, he's already sort of made up his mind. And unfortunately, again, with the current state of the passing system in FIFA, you're not rewarded for that. Like, you get away with that, in my opinion, more often than you should. I just want a system where if you make stupid passes, there's going to feel like there's some sort of penalty. Nice pull back there from Henry. A little fortunate, takes a touch, smashes it with an absolute thunderbolt right into the back of the net. 10th minute goal, making this one 2-0. And I thought I was off to the races in this one. My knockout matches, more so than even my group stage matches, sometimes feel like they could get out of hand. And I think it's weird like that. The first knockout matches where you get the biggest, I suppose it's diversity when it comes to the type of opponent you get. Because sometimes you get really awesome and like elite opponents. And sometimes you get guys that maybe just snuck through the knockouts in like a bag group or something. And they're confident enough with their play, but they make some like look at what is his passing? I don't know. I guess you can call it tiki-taka. I guess you can call it quick passing. For me, he's already like made up his mind before my defense has done anything, even when his players might not necessarily be open, and I don't love it. But I don't love it because it works against, and this is just a classic 4-1-2-1-2, want to be counter, and that time he's punished for a bad pass, so we take it away. But, you know, it's not fair for me to say that I just don't love a system that maybe works against me sometimes. Like, that's not fair. There are all sorts of different systems in real football. You've got your route one that works. Nice layoff here to Shaqiri. Slots it into the side netting of the far corner like he's done oh so many times for us. If you haven't picked up the miniature Swiss winger, go ahead and do so. That was a crazy pass. I couldn't believe that he actually got that all the way over to Maradona there, and welcome to the chip life, Diego Maradona. I hate this celebration. This was such a frustrating game. Such a frustrating game for me. He's trying to rush things forward there, and we read the pass, take it away. Shaqiri, nice pass inside Thierry Henry, back through to Shaqiri, opens up the body and slots it in to the far corner yet again. I love this man. He's so good. He's just so good. I hope that he puts in a few performances at the World Cup because he could make for just a really, really fun card as well. And, you know, Switzerland's kind of one of those teams that I feel like they're a little bit of a wild card as to what they might be capable of doing. Because Shaqiri all shows up for the national team, so it could be fun. Tell me how you guys are feeling, because there will have been a World Cup match. Oh, no, there will have been 4 matches by the time this is going live. I'm leaving town for a few days. So when you're seeing this, I will have been watching the games as well, as will you guys have, but I don't know the scores at this point in time, so I can't comment on the matches in the future. I will comment on all the matches. Do not worry about that, because I'll be watching as much as I can, and then I get to talk about it with you guys, which is one of my favorite things in the world when it comes to making FIFA content, is it allows me the opportunity to talk about real soccer, real football, the wonderful sport and the wonderful world's game. So he ends up rage quitting out on that one. Gonna just go ahead and use the squad fitness as we head on into, I believe, the quarterfinals. And I thought about giving Lewandowski a run. It looks like I actually do give Lewandowski no, I decided to stop it. I thought I was going to give Lewandowski a run, but I just love Thierry Henry's card and what he offers as a striker. And while Lewandowski offers many of the same things, what he doesn't offer is the same amount of pace, and he doesn't offer the 4-star skills. Both of them are pretty good as far as link-up play, finishing, weak foot, size. They're both strong enough, big enough. Dribbling is comparable-ish minus the skills. So I thought Lewandowski it's more or less like a like for like, but he's not Thierry Henry. So I decided to go back with him. 9th minute in this one, we're going to take a short corner. You're going to see one of my favorite goals that I've scored here. Not because of that was terrible, but it's this passing sequence right here. Finds the ball, and then it's that back heel. I absolutely love it. Back heel finds Thierry Henry. I'm not even sure who made the back heel pass. It could have been Pele, but it's just like that decisive pass inside. It looks like it actually could have been Matuidi, because I want to say the assist guy runs over first. Let's see. Oh, is that Jerome Boateng? I think it's Jerome Boateng. What a man. JB with the fancy passing skills. But I love a goal like that where, you see a pass and it feels like out of nothing and it's just timed perfectly and it's just a clean opportunity in front of goal, one-on-one with the keeper. Thierry Henry, a little bit of a deflection off the keeper right there, but it goes top net, which is the best net, and that is where this one is going to come to a close. Because we were in good shape. We were dominating this match. And he decides enough is enough. And Splash FC, even in the quarterfinals, decides to take a bow out of the tournament. But that is where we're going to come to a close in this episode. Hope you guys are enjoying the World Cup. I know I will be. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.